What is going on, Hive Warriors? So today in this video, we are going to talk about how you can keep fat loss consistent. And this is important because this is one of the things that people have the most trouble with. They might do good in the first week and sometimes in the second week, but they tend to see things kind of go off the rails after that. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so how do you keep fat loss consistent? Now, keep in mind that there are automatically going to be limitations to ensuring that you're keeping it consistent in the space of losing the exact same amount of weight every week. That's just not going to happen. And that is just the nature of weight loss. The reason that this is the case, and the reason that a lot of people are taken back by this, is because there's this kind of notion that when you are losing weight, the weight that you are losing is body fat. Like, people get on the scale, look at that number, and create a one-to-one affiliation towards the weight that's being lost on the scale to body fat being lost off of your body, and that is just not the case. For example, one big thing that happens in the beginning of weight loss is that there is a huge amount of water weight loss. There's a lot of water weight that gets lost because there's a lot of glycogen depletion. Water is contained in glycogen, and there's a big release of water when you are reducing your calories, when you're consuming less food, right? Because there's even water in food. Water is found in the foods that you eat and things of that nature. So you're consuming less water, you're intaking less water. And because of the weight loss, there's glycogen depletion and things of that nature. So what ends up happening is that your first week tends to be one of the more dramatic weight loss weeks. And what you end up seeing, if you stuck to whatever your weight loss goals, you see this, maybe 4 pounds, possible 4 or 5 pounds, 6 pounds in your first week. It is at this point that many people start to create a mathematical one-for-one equation to how long it will take them to reach a specific weight loss goal. So some people would lose, okay, I lost 4 pounds this week or 5 pounds. Okay, so that means 5 pounds a week. That means within a month, I'll lose 20 pounds. My goal is to lose 40 pounds. So in 2 months, I'll lose 40 pounds. And then the summer will be here, and boom, I've lost the amount of weight that I want to lose. And I'm going to be able to reach my goal by the exact time that I need to, or that I want to, for the summer, right? And what becomes increasingly demoralizing is that the next week might be 3 pounds, not 5, but 3. And then you may tell yourself, okay, 3 this week it's okay. I didn't change anything. I don't know why it stopped. Okay, 3. I got to make sure I got to do more now so that it's 5 and I keep it on 5. And then the next week you lose 1 pound. And that's where the downward trend, the downward spiral starts to happen. The psychological, whoa, hold up, only 1 pound this week, so it will be taking me this much and this much to get to weight. And I worked harder this week than I did even the first week. How did my weight loss just stop? This is the roots, one of the psychological roots for people giving up on their diets, because they don't understand the concepts and what's happening biologically. Therefore, because they don't understand it, they don't get it, it's just not registering, or they just didn't really do, the necessary research for it, they're thinking that their fat loss was 5 pounds. Then their fat loss was 3 pounds. Then their fat loss was 1 pound. And they're looking at it in a linear perspective. Like it's only moving forward because I'm doing this weight loss diet thing and I've been doing it without fail. So it should only be this downward trend or only pushing in one direction. When in reality, sometimes even when you're doing diets, if you were to weigh yourself, for example, every day, you'll see, your weight go up. Even though you're doing your diet, you'll see your weight go up, your weight go down, your weight go up, your weight go way down, your weight go mid tier up, then back down slowly. So at the end of the day, the net, or the end of the week, the net overall weight loss is 1 pound. But at one point you had lost 3 pounds and you gained 4 pounds. Then you lost 3 pounds and you gained 2 pounds. You get what I'm saying? So it's a back and forth. It's a constant ebb and flow in terms of weight loss. But what you need to understand is that the weight in and of itself is not body fat 1-for-1 on that scale. And because once you know this, then you're in a better place mentally and psychologically, because then you'll understand that what you're doing is not failing. You're still progressing. It's just, this is how it works. Water weight is going to go down and water weight is going to go up. Glycogen buildup is going to go up and glycogen buildup is going to go down. Those things manipulate the weight on your scale. They carry weight inherently in them. Water, glycogen, they carry weight. Not to mention, over time, your muscle, if you're working out, will be creating some sort of a discrepancy on the scale. So when I talk about how to remain consistent, I am not in any way saying how to make the number on the scale go down consistently. So I said all of that to so that you guys understand why I'm not saying it, but what it means to also not say it. It does not mean that you are not being successful, that you are not actually pushing forward with your weight loss goals, because that is the way it works. So it doesn't mean you need to be aggressive. You need to be it doesn't mean that. However, changes do need to be made, and I'll talk about that. But what I want you to completely understand is that you're going to have that ebb and flow. The overall chart is going to be a downward chart, but it's always going to have spikes going up and drops going down. Okay? So, cool. Now we know this. All right. Now, as you lose weight, as you're losing weight, you can't just do the same thing over and over and over again. And the reason you can't just do the same thing over and over and over again is because your body is going to be, the amount of energy that you will be expending will reduce for the same type of energy, for the same type of movement and exercise. Your energy expenditure is going to reduce. Not to mention, your body will also kind of make you feel a little bit more sluggish, so you do less, because your body there is this thing called the body set point theory, where your body wants to keep you at a specific weight. So if you go too far away from that, your body tries to bring you up to that weight. And there's a lot of connective things to this body set point theory that involve like the body fat cells that you built up until the age of 20, based off of your weight when you were a child coming into adulthood. There's still things that we are trying to learn from this, but there seems to be something in your body where your body is always trying to get you to stay at this weight. And even when you lose weight, it tries to bring you back up to this weight, but doesn't let you surpass it, but it always tries to keep you there, a specific weight. Okay. So what you need to do, right, to continue to lose weight because of this body set point theory, or because of metabolic adaptation, which we know is a thing that happens when you lose weight, you need to continuously either increase energy expenditure and reduce the amount of calories that you're consuming, so that you're always catching up to the metabolic adaptation or the adaptive thermogenesis as your body is lowering in weight. Just thinking of it in a logical perspective. If you lose weight, you weigh less. If you weigh less, you require less energy to move your body around at any capacity. Therefore, over time, you are using less energy because of a multitude of things, but just on a base level, one of the things that makes you use less energy is your overall weight and the amount that you have to move around now, which is less than before. So you end up actually losing less weight. So what you need to do instead is continue to reduce your energy intake and reduce your and increase your energy output, and that will allow you to be successful with being consistent with weight loss. But all I need you to know is that your weight specifically will not consistently go down, but over time, if you apply these strategies that I mentioned, you will reach your weight loss goal eventually. All right, guys, until the next one, peace out.